What is up, Huddle Gang fam? Welcome back to the LuxAlgo live stream. My name is Jacob. Y'all know that Delio overnight hit the all-time high. Man, my voice sounded fine. Like I just heard it earlier, and now it just sounds horrible. Why is it when I come on stream, it just sounds even worse? That being said, I'm going to dim down this music because we don't need that. We need the good music. But welcome back, everybody. All-time high was claimed this morning, if you didn't know, on Bitcoin. Massive, massive moves. I'm sure a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin is dumping right now. It's dumping, man. Well, I will say today it did hit those all-time highs. It is down 4%, but if we talk about in comparison to yesterday, it's hard to say anything. It tested yesterday's opening price for literally 2 seconds, probably 2 seconds. Massive moves up through that high. You know, I can't imagine how many people had sell orders at the high waiting for this thing to pop and break it. That being said, we locked in. We locked in those all-time high moves, and now we just kind of wait back, see what price wants to do, and we go from there. But all-time high was acquired as we expected. So massive props to Bitcoin breaking out. Ethereum, though, come on, guys. Ethereum on the daily still green. Absolute monster. Broke through 3,800. Bitcoin coming off of that, just, you know, it's still chilling over the open from yesterday. So I wouldn't be worried about this thing until maybe we see it go retest 60K. Other than that, fam is correct. Guess what, guys? Last night, my mouse is being weird. Last night, Solana nearly hits our price target. It actually does. Actually did hit the price target, but our price target was, remember, it was 143.50 for the top of that order block, and it's at one. It hit a high of 143. How crazy is that? Hit a high of 143. Insane. Big D. What on what? On what, man? You almost lost? Okay, you almost did. So you at least broke even. Did you FOMO Bitcoin at the highs, but when it was going to all-time highs? I'm getting the lint out of my mouse, guys. Give me a sec. Yo, you long. Oh my gosh. Bad time to long Bitcoin. Unless you're investing every week. Bad time to long Bitcoin in a leveraged state, my friends. Especially approaching all-time highs. You need that LuxAlgo? Yes. Well, very soon. This is not the best merch. It's mostly just for me on stream. We're getting really high-quality stuff here soon. So this summer, or this year, honestly, be ready. We're going to get locked in on it. That being said, guys, welcome back. Sorry, just wanted a quick discussion on Bitcoin and the breakout and the people that might be freaking out because it somehow came off those highs, and that's the end of the world. That being said, though, we have yet a new leader today. Congrats to all the people that put 100 in, man. We had, let's see, how many people do you guys think put more yesterday? Because it was a bit. It was quite a bit. I'm very proud of you guys for putting more. Let's see if today we can have the more prediction be, what would it be? More prediction today would be 7 days in a row. Let's see if we can get 7 days in a row on that more prediction. Yesterday we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40. Nearly 50 people. I think we had 66 entries. Nearly all of them said more. So great job, guys. You caught on. You caught on to the Bitcoin trend. Now, I should have put a long on Solana. Yeah, Solana literally has been cranking. Why are you so bad at trading? It seems like you are so much on edge that you don't know when to long, or you don't know when to enter. So you either enter late or you enter too early. You have to find your spot. You got to find the sweet spot on when to enter. Seems like you're so antsy that you'll either enter up here when it breaks out, or you'll enter down here when you think it's, you know, at a discount, and then it goes lower kind of thing. You got to enter, you know, once it sets up, shows confirmation. That's why I was saying with the oscillator, the turning points signal me. Turning points always signal me. We'll talk about that here in just a sec. But that being said, guys, let's just start with our Bitcoin predictions. You know the deal. Guys, I honestly don't feel the best, but again, we grind until the day we die, baby. If my voice is completely gone and I can't speak, I'll come on here and type to you guys. I will literally have to be puking for me not to come on stream and hang out with you guys for the day. So let's get rolling on this. I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. All right, so just in a second, you're going to need to put in your prediction whether you think Bitcoin's going to be more or less than the price we're going to go with is $65,091. All right. So if you guys think Bitcoin's going to be more, or make sure to put in that prediction. Type in exclamation BTC, more or less. If you think that Bitcoin's going to be more or less than 65,091 by the end of the stream. If you are correct, you will get 100 points added to your profile. That means, you know, next Monday, you have a 1 in 10 chance if you're a top 10 viewer of becoming or winning $100. So we appreciate you guys always tuning in, especially our top 10 viewers who are here every single day, putting in their predictions and so forth. Guys, like always, you know the drill. We got to hit 110 likes if we want to do the community $300 giveaway on Friday. So make sure you smash that like button. And let's dive in. Let's dive into the next phase, and that is, oh, Pepe. Everybody say hello, Pepe. How you doing? Good day, Pepe. Good day. If I can move it over. There you go. So, if you guys want something specific analyzed, throw it in the chat. If you're a HODL Gang member, you have priority. If it's something that's silly, I'm not throwing up there, even if you are a HODL Gang member. Okay? If it's something silly, I'm not putting it up there. That being said, guys, throw it in the chat, and let's get rocking and rolling. Make sure Kemmel joining the HODL Gang. Welcome, Kemmel. Kemmel just locked in 2 extra entries on the Friday giveaways just by spending literally $1 to join the HODL Gang. Also gets custom emotes and badges. Welcome to the HODL Gang, my friend. Welcome. I hate Pepe. Well, I warned you guys about trading Pepe. I hope you love the Pepe wheel and hate the Pepe shitcoin, because it is garbage. Look at Dame trying to get me to do the Airman. I didn't download it yet, buddy. I'm sorry. Right when I saw that you sent those, I forgot that I didn't add the points to everybody's profile yet, so I had to do that really fast. That's why we're a few minutes late. So I will get that to you tomorrow, okay? I got you. It's either that or nobody got their points, buddy. I'm sorry. All right. I'd rather give everybody their points. Okay, come on, man. Come on. Man's trying to get me there. All right. AMD with Fam wanting AMD. We haven't looked at stocks in a while. Fam, I'm sorry, man, but this thing broke out and it keeps going. We've talked about it, keep going, and it keeps going. I'm not really going to look at it. Jockey WLKN. It sounds like a news channel. This is Jacob at WLKN, bringing you the latest Bitcoin news. That could be a radio station. 1075 WLKN with Jacob, bringing you the latest crypto shitcoin news. That's what that sounds like. I don't know if I could do that, though. It doesn't look good, man. I don't know what you want there. WICP. ICP, what's up? I like that. ICP. Somebody said OP. Somebody said OP. Link. We haven't looked at Link. All right, Jockey. I'm going to look at the market cap. I'm going to look at the market cap of WKLN News Channel 4 for you. WLKN, dude. This is weird. All right. I'm going to look at the market cap. It depends on the market cap. This doesn't have a market cap. Hold on. I need to look at a different one. WLKN. Not on. See, the problem is it's not even. They're not even showing up. Hold on. WLKN, right? Token market cap. Go to coin market cap. I'm sorry, man. This is literally a $4 million market cap. I can't look at it. It's not worth it. It's not worth looking at. Guys, if you want to look into this, I'll at least shout it out. Go check it out. I have no idea what the heck this thing is, but market cap is so small. Even if it is on like BitGet, like Bybit, sorry, like in the 29 million, like still very small. I think we're gonna chill on that one. That being said, let's load it up. AVAX, TIA, FTM from Pump Chain. Yo, man. FTM, not bad. Looks like we got a few people wanting FTM. We're not doing SHIB, guys. Come on. You guys know that deal. Jeezers. SHIB. If you are in SHIB and you longed, you literally got wrecked unless you're in way in the past. You get literally that price got demolished. It definitely liquidated a bunch of dudes on the downside after that wick. That's cool, man. I'm glad, Jockey. I'm glad, man. But it's not something I can fully recommend. I'm sorry. I don't really want to. Like, that's why I was saying you guys can check it out. At least shout it out for you. Go check it out. Do your due diligence. Do research on it. It's worth looking at. But for now, because the market cap's so small, anybody can get ripped on that. Avalanche. I know we went over Avalanche yesterday. I'm gonna keep that out. TIA. Did we go over TIA yesterday, Dame? I don't think we did. Let's do TIA. GBP. Sortic points to GBP or JPY, right? You like JPY, yeah. Called it. Dude, this thing bounced off previous highs, man. There's not much to talk about on this one. We've looked at it before. This thing bounced beautifully off previous highs. This guy keeps spamming sphere. What is the ticker symbol, dude? You gotta send me the ticker symbol. I don't even know. Yeah, you gotta send me that ticker symbol if you want me to look at whatever sphere is. Wardo with a dot. I like that, buddy. I like that. We're gonna look here. You see, guys. Did you see ENS, guys? Dude, ENS over, like, this thing had a mega spike today. Had a mega spike today. We could maybe look at EMS. I don't know. We might. But mega spike today. I saw that. Matic. We were trading Matic already. We got out of all of our longs on that one. But Matic hit that order block, guys. There you go. Render. Yeah, we looked at Render yesterday. If you want to go check it out, go look at the stream from yesterday. I want to fill in stuff we haven't gone over. Unless RNDR did something crazy. Let's look. Nah, it's just dipping with the rest. Dude, something with my mouse is like not looking good. Hold on, let me change the music. This is getting annoying now. Usually I do good, and then it gets annoying. All right, keep it going. JUP. We haven't looked at JUP. The problem is this thing is yet again one of those new guys everybody was talking about. All right, well, you guys been requesting this forever. We'll go over it. Go over this. This has an 829 million market cap. These are the newbies that you can pitch me, and I might actually accept. Jumps on the board, brother. CRO. I know people. Yeah, we've talked about CRO in the past. Crypto.com. Let's see here. I will say this thing did rip the past 2 days. This thing was ripped. Xauusd tough, man. I guess, yeah. I mean, it kind of hit the take profit on this move. Tron. Matic, Tron. Jockey wants Tron too. Anybody else want Tron? Not Ron. Ron Weasley. Oh, TRX. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing, boys? Come on. Get with the times. Weekly, daily. This thing's ripping. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. This is just a few of you ask. We can talk about it. Remember, I love you guys, but please, 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 can we put in the ticker symbols? If you say Tron, and you know that it's TRX, please just put in the ticker. It helps me out a lot. Because when I'm reading the chat and I see Tron, it's like, it's just, I put it on the board. You don't have to do it now. No. I put it on the board. Do not spin. Mickey ban anybody that says TRX. It's already on the board. I found it. Don't worry. You guys are killing me. This guy with the sphere again. Yo, chill with that. No, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at Yo, that is not the ticker symbol. It's not sphere. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's not sphere. Whatever that is, I have no idea. You gotta give me a ticker symbol. Okay, can we finally do gold? Dude, get Dame out of here. Y'all are... God dang it. Timeout, yeah. One more from Dame. He gets his 1 minute timeout. H bar. Gold, please. God dang it. You're killing me. XRP, Jasmine. Dude, you guys are really original. You guys love the same thing over people. Ooh, I haven't seen people. Let's get people. Is people worth it? Are people worth it, guys? Absolutely. Okay, well, I would say yes. Let's go over this, but this thing literally wicks more than freaking Dogecoin or Pepe. It's good nuts. Jasmine, Maker. Look at the sort of go to Maker. Jasmine again. Jasmine, same dude, just spamming Jasmine. Let's see. Yo, this one actually is retracing for once. This thing was just absolutely cranky. Okay, we'll do Jasmine. This thing actually we can talk about. Guys, if it's... Alright, last slot. Give me a stock. Give me a stock. Quit with all these shit coins. Give me a stock. Give me a stock. I'm going to wait till the stream catches up. Give me a stock. Stock me. Give me a stock. Apple. Yeah, Apple actually dumped. Yo, Apple's getting demolished. Apple down 168. Actually, I think we're gonna put Apple just on the board in general. We're gonna look at Apple. Pandemic. Meta was down all morning. They haven't really been affected much. Just the average retracement we're getting with everything else. Meta, meh. Anything else? Let me get Comcast. I do, Wardo, know all the ticker symbols for stocks. I will say that, so you don't have to say Comcast, but I appreciate you doing that. SPY. We're going to go over the ES. Dame, you know. Come on, same-ish. AVGO. That's not a stock. Danik. Come on, buddy. US 100. That's not a stock. UPS, because Robert knows how to type in a proper stock ticker symbol. Amazon. Look at Amazon. Amazon and UPS, the only two intriguing me. Amazon, meh. UPS right now is intriguing me. You know what? I'm going to put Apple on the board. You know, screw it. Executive decision, Apple. It's the only one that's like actually showing like that it's terrible today. It's down 2.5%. That's not normal. not normal. Apple on the board. Love you guys. All right. That being said, let's. You have literally one last chance to put in your Bitcoin predictions right now as I look up the news. Okay. One last chance to put in Bitcoin predictions. If you think it's going to be more or less than $65K and $91 by the end of stream, type in exclamation BTC. More or less. Okay. That being said, we're going to dive into the news really quickly because I forgot already. Like we have, we had ISM this morning with a miss. Honestly, it was inevitable that we might come down on some news this week. Usually when Jerome's scheduled for a week, guys, by the way, just know that we might get a small retracement up until he talks, especially with Big Cranking all-time highs. We have him talking tomorrow at 10 a.m. So tomorrow, key moves at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Watch it. I think that's it. ADP. Oops, I almost missed that. ADP at 8:15, hour and 15 minutes before open. Pay attention to it. I don't know about nothing on the pound. Had some stuff today, but all right, guys, you know the drill now. Jerome tomorrow. Let's get it. Let's go back to charting. Jay, when do I receive points from last week's watch hour? You already did. That's what determines the top 10. Were you in the top 10, Doran? I think you were. I think you were in the top 10, dude. Last week, and we already picked the winner. It was Land. Land. I saw you did that this morning. I got you after stream. I'm gonna verify you and then go from there. So if you're here, which you're usually here, so just bear with me. All right, one secondo. Sorry, what was I doing? I was looking to see if he got his points. Yes. What was Doran? Doran, I think you missed the cut barely. I remember you were up there. I remember you were pretty close. Do I think Bitcoin make triple top? What do you mean by that? Like on a weekly or a monthly chart? I mean, you have a single top here. All right. I'm going to go live on YouTube or Instagram. Y'all know the ordeal. Going live on Instagram. Pray that we don't crash. Yesterday, it did not work. And there it is. What is up, Instagram? Welcome back to the daily LuxAlgo live stream. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and a bunch of other assets that our YouTube stream just threw on the wheel Pepe, the Pepe wheel. If you guys want to be a part of this stream, make sure you jump in on the YouTube and hang out with us because we give away $300 every single Friday. So I don't know why you would not be a part of the YouTube stream, but welcome. Let's talk about Bitcoin and the rest. And someone just said you're awesome, man. Do you know that? I really appreciate that. That actually made my day. Thank you, man. Thank you. I've been a little under the weather, but my voice sounds kind of sick when I could do like a low voice now. So it's like, yeah, we can do some fun things with that at some point. But that being said, today, Bitcoin breaks through all-time highs on the 69 level and then pulls back, right? We're down 5%. Again, I know a lot of people probably across the internet are freaking out a little bit. They're like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin is dumping. It just ran. It literally, Bitcoin is dumping so hard, it just ran 50%. It's down 5% today. That's crazy. It's dumping. That being said, Bitcoin, I wouldn't consider it dumping unless it actually deletes yesterday's gains. As you can see, the current price point is actually trading above yesterday's open. So again, I don't consider, a crazy, retracement like this unless it's actually going to probably take out 60K or something. If it takes out 60K, we'll be a little bit more concerned. For now, the fact that it's holding 64, I would not be very concerned. The 4 hour, guess what happened? Bitcoin's come back down. If we were to mark off these highs before it made that big, clean 4 hour move, you can see it bounced directly off the highs. Bounced directly off the BOS. Exactly why we always talk about the BOS bounce. or BOS support, right? Even when it's off previous highs, because it lines up with those previous highs. So 4 hour looks really good right now. But I mean, what do we want to see? Well, inevitably, we really just want to see support, guys. We don't like we hit all-time highs. Why are we worried? We still have. My voice is like literally so shot, so just bear with me. We yeah, so cringe, man. But literally though, all we need is support in these mid 60s, and you should be very happy, because come the halving, then we potentially get that continuation up through 70K or higher. So, you know, if we get nice consolidation somewhere between 60 to 60K, honestly, I would say 60K and 69,000, I would be very happy if I were you. So from there, you know, it's very much worth kind of just chilling, hanging back, and enjoying the profits that we just collected on the way up here. If you didn't collect profits on the way up and you're a long-term holder, HODL Gang strong, baby. Make sure you join the HODL Gang. It's $1. You get extra entries on Friday's giveaways. But that being said, guys, HODL Gang strong, long-term, you know the deal. The cycle is in play. The cycle is clean as it gets. It's continuing, and we're moving. Right now, support in the 60s is all we want. If support continues to hold, guess what? We literally had, let's go to the daily chart. Let's talk about the daily, right? When we made our first initial push, right? We had, let's go to the weekly. Here you go. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nearly 2.5 months. 2.5 months of just chilling off 50K, right? And then we made our next run. That's okay. If we have to wait 2.5 months for this thing to make its next run, but it's going to hold this 60K level, that I'm happy. I'm happier than I could ever be with Bitcoin, honestly. It's just, we're not stuck in this 30K crap where it's just trading sideways, up, down, all around, 10K there, 10K down, 10K up. It's like we're literally showing that we're keeping our strength intact on the weekly. That being said, this doesn't necessarily have to just, consolidate. It could continue what it's been doing. But what do we look for if it's going to continue what it's been doing? We look for weekly closures over and over on top of each other, okay? So that being said, right now, NVIDIA, Bitcoin, NVIDIA. I said NVIDIA because I looked at freaking this guy that commented NVIDIA. You're getting in my head, buddy. That being said, Bitcoin weekly from the weekly's high last week was 64,100. That's all I want to close over this week for it to be a healthy week. Just get that closure. Now, that being said, if it closes roughly at 65K, you have a pretty long wick on the weekly there, indicating that price is definitely slowing a bit. But today's price, let's just hold up above yesterday's open. We're going to at least keep that momentum intact, keep it to where, this could be just a healthy retracement like we showed on the 4 hour, bouncing off that 63K was, perfect. It was a perfect spot. The 63K was absolutely perfect. We got to love it. So let's see if it can actually treat this right. And then, trade between, honestly, if it can trade between 60 and 69,000 for a little bit, I'm okay with that. But if we want, the proper continuation, this is just fine. People are taking out profits because we hit all-time highs. That's totally fine. More power to those people that might be claiming some profits, especially the people that are leveraged. It's more than likely than mostly going to be the people that are leveraged are probably taking off at these highs. Now, so watch for that consolidation. The oscillator already reset in the 4 hour. The daily oscillator is just chilling. Notice it's extremely extended as well. So all we need yet again is, look what happened here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had about a week. We had about 12 days, nearly 2 weeks, I guess, of consolidation for the oscillator to fully reset down here. So if we get the same thing, get about 2 weeks or a week of consolidation, let the oscillator come down again, we could just ride this beautiful overflow on the money flow oscillator there. So let's ride the money flow, man. Still very bullish though, right? We made our run. We hit the all-time highs. We're happy campers, guys. Do not take this as a bad thing, please. It's not great. Not a great look to take this as a bad thing. Yo, is this shuffling? No way, we just went through all this. I guess we did go through all those songs already. Okay, that being said, let's hop over to ETH, because ETH is literally the most exciting thing, right? ETH by far is our baby. We love ETH yet again.
Who's your daddy?
We literally raised this thing into 38K all by ourselves, talking about price targets on the way up, quote unquote, making ETH our son. Okay, so ETH we've been nourishing through these highs. Now, that being said, ETH is still lagging. So while Bitcoin is doing its consolidation fun, chilling, it hit all-time highs, it's good. It's had its time, right? Maybe it's time for ETH to make its move. So remember what we said. We have open, close highs that we're keeping an eye on right now. Right here. One here, one here. These open, close highs are sitting right under that 4K mark. I do want to see the there we go. I do want to see that 4K run here soon. That being said, we do need to see yet again a weekly closure over last week's high. Last week's high was 35.21. Great closure spot. Right now we're trading at 3655. Beautiful. This morning, go to the daily. Notice ETH daily is still green. So this morning we hit a high of 3829, which is great. That being said, today I would really like to close over yesterday's high, which was 3650 on the dot. Let's see if we can close over that. That's where we're at pretty much right now. Let's dive into the 4 hour, talk a little bit about it as well. 4 hours still bouncing above the previous high it set before it had a slight consolidation and made that move to its new high. Or sorry, its new temporary high. Obviously, this isn't the all-time highs just yet. But overall, the trend is very, very aggressive here at these highs, right? Very aggressive here at these highs. And if we pull up our signals and overlays and we optimize our sensitivity, we can look at this as well and see yet again, we had a three continuation signal, TP1, TP2, a 2 signal went into a bullish neo cloud, traded sideways, got the 3 continuation signal and extended. Notice here, if this doesn't make you feel any better, it should. You got a 3 continuation signal, you're still bullish green candles, and even on this dump candle, still a bullish green candle. Price action is still set in place. Guess what? Trend strength of 93%. If we go and look at the oscillators, if we go and look at the screeners here, which I know that we're having trouble to see them on Instagram, but we go ahead and look at the screeners here. I'm going to drive back down to 50. Sorry. You can see that. We're still high time frames, weekly, daily, 4 hours, strong bullish on the signals and overlays. We're bullish across the board on price action. That's great to see. Notice this too, guys. Look, we're above equilibrium. We're not even in premium yet. That's the PD zones, and I can show you in just a sec, but above equilibrium is better. When it says within premium, that means we're not fully at those highs yet, which we were, obviously, but on the weekly, we can take a look at where the premium might be, and then that can give you a better insight as well of where we might be wanting to go. Overall, though, still leaning more bullish on the oscillator, too. So, very good signs here on Ethereum to make its continuation move, even because it was lagging, right? So, if we were to go actually into the price action concepts, let me look here. I'm really curious on premium discount. There you go. That's even better. So, if I were to take off, let me take off order blocks here. Take off order blocks. You can see here we got premium, we got discount. We literally just went through the equilibrium. Now this is like an automatic fib in a way from this overall range that it had, right? Premium is still sitting up here. Seeing us break through the equilibrium was money. Now that being said, guess what else we just formed? That's super exciting on Ethereum, something that I'm going to be watching now. A beautiful breaker block. All right, this breaker block finally hit. Remember we said we like that target of 3,581, which is the top of the order block after we hit 3,300. So what happens with breaker blocks? Well, once we fully close over them, we have 5 days left to make sure this becomes a breaker block. We look for people, a retracement into them, and then using it as, yet again, another support level because it's coming from a significant swing high. Or in this case, swing lower high, but it's still a high. So yet again, this week, closure over, that 3,582 would be very, very nice. But for ETH, we're looking very, very good for potentially making a run while Bitcoin has finally claimed its all-time highs, right? So always, always, always something good to take note of when nowadays when Bitcoin might be settling a bit. We can go back and just focus on Ethereum for a little bit because of the I took the wrong one off because we just claimed all-time highs. That being said, per the cycle, you know, the biggest all-time highs, the ones where you've had retracements, right, in the cycle, usually happen after the halving. So we might wait till after the halving on Bitcoin to see where it actually wants to set a swing high. Right now, it did hit all-time highs, but we don't know if this is going to be a swing high or not until we see some type of back-to-back week consolidation or back-to-back week retracement, which means we would probably come back down to the 50s or something. But that being said, that's if this was that swing high. I think if we're going to make a retracement, it might be a break, you know, and then by the middle of summer or something, or by the halving, right, we get the break into the 70s, right, and then from there maybe get that full retracement back to the low 60s. So that's what we'll really keep an eye on in this case because we're just at that all-time high. So for now, though, before the summer, we're going to be looking for it's just slight consolidation. Make it easy, right? Make it easy. Slight consolidation, then yet another breakout. That being said, we're going to move to Solana. Solana hit our target nearly overnight. Beautiful moves on Solana. But before we go to Solana, if you're on the YouTube stream, we love to help out our viewers every single week. We want to give away $300 this Friday, but you have to smash that like button. We have to hit 110 likes if you guys want us to literally give free money away. So literally, that's all it takes. It's literally free. You hit the like button and then unlock a $300 giveaway on Friday. I don't understand why you wouldn't hit it. All right. Even I will hit it just to help you out with maybe my personal account. There you go. There we go. Nice little bump up there. Cool. Keep it rolling, guys. All my HODL gang members, the people that claimed their 2 extra entries on those giveaways, come on, remind everybody that joins to hit the like button, please. Should I sell Ethereum? Man, you said no. I don't sell it. Where are you? What are you in at? Man, you throw me kind of your average price. You don't necessarily have to say how many you don't say how many you have. Just say like what your price point is. You just joined like today. You just got into Ethereum. That's wild. I honestly 3723. Goodness gracious. Are you leveraged? It's up to you, man. Are you leveraged here? That's the biggest thing. If you're not leveraged, then, you know, just chill. You're leveraged. Bro, if you're leveraged, that's hard. If you're leveraged today, you just got to pay attention today. 10x leverage. Okay. And you're in at 737. Okay, so I don't know where your stop might be. What's my opinion on buying ETH? I literally buy ETH literally every week. That's how I play it. ETH in Solana and Bitcoin. Well, actually, now I actually transferred what I buy in Bitcoin into Bitcoin ETFs instead. So buying ETH still and Solana every week, the actual crypto, and then buying now Bitcoin ETFs every week. Just investing into it every week. Now, that being said, HODL longs, yeah, that's how I do my HODLs. I just buy every week. And eventually, if you've been doing it for a few years, you get some pretty awesome prices because like when we were just chilling in the 2200s and stuff, you know, I was just getting a really good average price down there because when it hits large consolidation, you get really nice average price. Yo, ABD, welcome to the HODL gang. ABD just joined the HODL gang for literally $1. If he has YouTube Premium, he actually gets a free sign up. But that being said, he now gets 2 extra entries on the $300 giveaway on Friday. So welcome, my friend. It comes down to your risk now. If I was, let's just say, in at 3,700 or whatever you said, 37.3. First things first, you need to identify where you would be fully liquidated. That's your first thing you need to really focus on because, in my opinion, with anything with ETH is definitely more of a long hold. And if this thing as long as it holds up over 3,500, I think we're going to eventually get that breakout again. But right now I'm watching 3,500. That was kind of a tough spot. I will say, dude, make sure when you're looking at trades, make sure when you're ever looking at trades, it's for everybody. Okay. 3,400 is your liquidation. That's tough, man. Gosh. Okay, man, here's the deal. What's going to happen here? The minute, if you have a last second chance to take a small loss or break even, I'm going to give yourself like an hour. See if you can get a bounce back. Give yourself an hour. I want you to get out, okay? I want you to get out. This isn't worth the risk. You got in at a very high price. I want you to get out, not worth the risk. Wait for a proper setup, okay? That's, if you're okay with your loss now, take it. If not, maybe just give it a little bit of time. You might get lucky and get a better entry or get a better closure. But I'm just, for now, guys, so if you ever want to enter at a high opportunity, you need to wait for a consolidated period, okay? You never want to enter on these breakouts. Sorry, not like the breakout here. I mean, like when it's climbing like this. You never want to enter on these, especially where it's at right now. But that being said, whenever you get a confirmed consolidated period where you have some nice consolidation back and forth, you get a clean setup. Oscillator makes its, let me go back. Oscillator makes its, retracements, resets a bit, and strong trends. You have plenty of time to take a re-entry for a long move. Then you could get a nice, this is where the leverage moves you want to play them off of. If you're investing long term, like I said, I buy weekly, so I'm not really like risking much because it's just, and nothing's leveraged when I buy, right? So that being said, if you're leverage trading, wait for these consolidated periods at highs. Look, we just got a chance here that maybe we'll set up for some consolidation before its next move. Once you see confirmed support appear above that previous high, then you could eventually take your probability up if, everything sets up accordingly. But again, if you have a chance here in a little bit closer to 700 or something, give yourself maybe a tiny bit of time. See what happens. Safa finally joining the Hodl gang. Welcome, Safa. Give yourself a little bit of time. You could get lucky here with a slight retracement. But I would honestly take the biggest thing, even if, okay, so this is the one thing I'm going to tell everybody too. We're going to go over Solana in just a second, guys. Even if, let's say, even if it bounces, right? Let's say you start going into profit and you think it's going to bounce. Make your mindset just getting out, okay? Let's just say it moves to 4K and you enter at 3,700. It doesn't matter. I rather you learn the discipline of getting out when you had a bad entry versus getting lucky and it going up to 4K. Because when you have that feeling of getting lucky and it moves because you entered on, let's just say a slight dip, then you're gonna feel like every single time this happens, it's gonna do it again, right? So just for your sake, when you can potentially get hopefully a smaller loss, but keep an eye on it here. Just get out for the sake of like learning, the right mindset when going about trading. Okay, cool. Now, that being said, Safa, welcome to the Hodl gang. Safa's been a avid viewer, one of the best. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Safa, for joining. She claimed 2 extra entries in our Friday giveaways, and from there, every Friday now she gets 2 extra entries when she enters. So congrats to Safa, because maybe she'll win this week. But thank you, Safa, for joining. She gets custom emotes now, and Mike is back. What's up, Mike? Custom emotes and badges. So cool. Welcome to the Hodl gang. Literally $1, man, to get 2 extra entries. Hi, sir. Any update regarding PI Network? I have absolutely no idea, but I can go take a look for you maybe at some point. All right. Yeah. Be careful leveraging, guys. And that's why I said if you ever take leverage trades, wait for the setups. All right. Solana. Well, you guys know the ordeal. The weekly chart. We are eyeing the top of the order block, which was sitting at 143.57. Well, it just so happened to hit a high of 143. Wah, wah. That's it. that deserves an error because literally had a perfect chance of taking out the high and it didn't. If you guys ended up cashing out at the open close high, which we talked about before, instead of the wick high, top of the order block at 136, great job. Weekly candle right now, we got 5 days left, so I'm gonna be patient here, but I asked you to look at gold many times, bro. I don't know how long it's been, Mike, since you've been here, but we literally look at gold every single day, about at least once a day. So welcome back. That being said, guys, open close high, Solana 137. 137 there is that close to open close high. Right below that, obviously 136. But daily, right? What do we need to see on the daily for this weekly to have a nice closure? Well, the daily candle today sweeped this last high, like we discussed. You know, we're going to see if this thing wants to hold support now. We were looking for that potential bearish divergence, but again, price held up with the big Bitcoin run, which is great. So no more bearish divergence to even think about because this thing came way up here and retested. So long as the trend's there, we trade the trend. The trend is our friend. You guys know the deal. That being said, nice breakout consolidation there. And what I'm eyeing now is, like we said yesterday, we have a BOS to talk about, but I think first we need to keep an eye on this previous high, okay? The previous high right now is looking at roughly the 120s. The mid 120s is where we're going to be watching. Okay, we have all the way down to 120 to keep an eye on because of this open close high here. But we also have a BOS to keep an eye on, 118. Last resort is 118 on Solana for this trend to continue if it breaks below that. If not, I'm really looking for a bounce somewhere between 125 and 120, roughly. Sorry, 121, because that's 120.95. So 125 and 121 would look for that bounce if we get the retracement. But let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is quite interesting because what happened, right? Well, you had consolidation, right? You had consolidation and you had a coiling aspect to it, and then it sprung out, right? And then the market kind of retraced. That being said, you guys know me. I like to trade proper structure. So if I ever see coiling, you know, it's inevitably there's a way that this thing could eventually break and go. But I'm not going to trade this because the amount of turning points that are forming here. These are not confirmed entries, in my opinion. Confirmed entries are more so like lower high, lower high, lower high, right? Or lower low, lower high, higher low, breaks out, right? Broke out of this right here, broke. And then a nice little turning point either here or here like that. So coming out of a trend, right? Coming out of a nice trend. There's no trend forming right here. Absolutely no trend forming in this consolidation. So I would never, in my opinion, ever trade that big of consolidation because I want to look for proper structure. And that's where the oscillator comes into play. Now, some of you might say, dude, you just said ETH wait for consolidation before you break out, right? In that case, yeah. I mean, on the 4 hour here, you could essentially watch for, you know, your breakout. Your odds are limited. I still wouldn't be taking a trade on that breakout there. But, you know, some people do trade that with, you know, when you get those consolidation breaks. This one obviously is a lot cleaner than what we saw on Solana there. Solana had quite a bit of trouble. Now, if this were to break out, let's say on this candle, right, would it be a way better odd setup than what we saw going into this. A lot of indecisiveness, bearish money flow. If we compare it to ETH, let's see what happened here. Look at the client. Look at the money flow difference. Very strong bullish money flow. So that, you know, with anything, you got to make sure everything's on your side. If Solana was doing this, obviously consolidation, and it flips to bearish money flow, and look at the difference here as well. This is a great way to identify clear consolidation as well. You get coiling. If I trade coiling, I'm going to watch the money flow. Look at the money flow decreasing on the buy side. Buy money flow coming out of the market. Let's go over to Ethereum on the 4 hour. Look what happened. This thing retraced, had consolidation, but what do you see? You see the money flow increasing here, right as this thing starts to break out. This is the BOS candle here with money flow increasing, overflow hits, if you were to take even a trade off or a move when it broke this high, guess what? That was right when the overflow hit as well. So, that's something to always extra consider when you're looking at consolidation periods to really help up whether or not this consolidation is more bullish or bearish. Solana, though, yet again, guys, this thing, we wait for support to continue. It did just break out, and it's trying to hold up yet again over the consolidated period. In my opinion, now it's a waiting game, right? Today I lost virginity. Okay. What a comment. You come in here and type that. Do you think Bitcoin will go up to 70K? Right now, we're just waiting for consolidation. Just waiting for consolidation, and then we'll make the decision. Sorry, I'm going to go back on go back on everybody's comments here. 1 second. One sec. I don't know what that dude was saying there. I will say, what did he say? I didn't see the second message, to be honest. My friend is stupid. Oh my gosh, some dude's in there. Yo, come on, bro. Era's in the chat for Xerox there. Era's in the chat for Xerox. Jeez. Man's on one. All right, that being said, guys, that's Solana. Let's jump over to gold. Gold absolutely ripping. Thanks for teaching us how to fish. You are welcome. All right. Gold. We said yesterday, our favorite thing, remember, for trend continuations is continuing to close over previous day's highs. Well, yesterday you had the same thing. And guess what? Today we're up another 16 buckaroonies. Up another 16 bucks, nearly a full 1%. It was up 1% at one point. It hit a high of nearly 1.5%. Very close. That being said, remember, we slightly discussed retesting the all-time high, which is at 21489. Now that could be different on other platforms, but that's what it is on Owanda, which we will judge, right? But high was 2141. So the 2140s probably always a good target, right? That being said, guys, this is clean consolidation structure there. That's not what I want. Lower lows, right? Lower highs, forming a nice channel. Finally breaks that channel. We did discuss on the 4-hour forever, right? If you go back on our streams, this is all we discussed right here. We discussed this spot right here. And yet again, guys.
Who's your daddy?
I'm going to lock that in every time I look at gold off 2040. For the 100th time, we discussed 2040 over and over and over again. We got the breakout at 2040. Remember, we said 2030 was not enough. We needed to see 2040 break and bounce. Well, you got your 2040 break on Thursday, or almost last day of the month, and then it comes back. It holds support off 2044, but what do you see? You get the most clean 4-hour candle, absolutely obliterate 2040, bounce right off of it, close bullish to confirm that 2040 is locked in for the space launch. Space launch occurs, countdown begins, and we pretty much rocket nearly to all-time highs for a second time. Okay, so that is, I can't make it any clearer than that. We literally talked about this for several days, if not a week or so, was that 2040. So if you're trading off 2040, guys, you can click the button yourself.
Who's your daddy?
You are officially part of the Who's Your Daddy gang, because that literally was by far the best price point. I think we discussed about looking for a gold trade, and if you're still holding, you are a legend. Daily downtrend, that was where that broke. We got volume. The biggest thing was volume. Volume has been absolutely garbage on gold for a long time. You finally got it, and it just absolutely ripped. So great moves on that if you guys got it. Good move. Okay, we're almost ready to hit the Pepe wheel. Went a little long on the other stuff, so let me go to the NASDAQ and ES here. So what do we see? Well, the trend is now being threatened, right? The trend is still intact. The trend, though, is now being threatened. Because we have this retracement, let's take a look at the screeners. Remember yesterday, everything was strong bullish yesterday. now on signals and overlays, we got bearish and strong bearish on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, right? Still strong bullish and still strong bullish on the weekly and daily. So you can see we're down on the week now, down on the weekly candle on the signals and overlays. Now we're still strong bullish on weekly, daily on the price action as well. It's still above equilibrium. But look, the 4 hour and the 1 hour now dropped below equilibrium. So being said, we're neutral 4 hour, bullish on the 1 hour. We're still, again, here you go. Lean oscillator can be a little bit early indication as well. Strong bearish on the oscillator. On the lower time frames, it is slightly bullish on the weekly time frame. But again, we're not going to find the trend, right, guys? So that being said, you know, this day being down 2% is a good start to maybe this topping out for a brief moment. But we're not going to fully consider a sell-off or any type of short positioning until it gives us that, you know, bearish structure. Bearish structure is key here. So we have a bullish break of structure, right, at 18,124, broke out, right? That being said, I would have loved to see price hold up above 18,104. But again, this trend has been so strong, you know, at some point there has to come consolidation. But we're not going to fight that until it shows us bearish structure. So price and oscillator, everything's still lined up above these, above the 50% level there on the NASDAQ is still chilling. If I were to look bearish, first thing I'm looking for is a break and close below 17,826. That's the low of this candle before it made that breakout move last week. But then the biggest thing I'm mostly watching is this order block low. That's going to pretty much determine if this thing maybe has a higher retracement. And that is 17,372. That's what I would look for to really consider this thing to come back a bit. That being said, look for that, right? This low here, 17,372, right? On the weekly, it's a little different. But again, it's still in there. It's still telling us that, you know, here you go. Here's some bearish divergence on the weekly possibly forming. But look at this here. Let's see how big of a retracement would that be. It's an 11% move. That's a pretty big a correction. Now that I got to double check something. Hold on. That'd be a big correction. But I got to double check. Okay, cool. So I was right. I want to double check the terminology because, you know, you always hear about corrections, especially off top big high moves like we've gotten here on the NASDAQ. And guess what? Correction is considered 10% or greater, right? If we were to go on a proper correction, you can see here, this is sitting at 11% back to this significant high, right? Significant high is roughly 16K. I don't think it would fully retest 16K. But if, let's say, you know, we have a while before we could even call anything a correction, right? But if we were to have a correction, it would line up nicely with the previous high. So if that were to be the case, that would line up nicely on the NASDAQ. That being said, and honestly, I don't even think it would break below this previous all-time high. So that being said, though, on the ES as well, you know, if we were to dive into a potential correction at some point after this all-time high breakout, it would be, you know, 5% looks actually pretty solid for the biggest of the move if it were to happen. Honestly, we have rate cuts potentially coming in June. It's honestly confirmed now, so let's hope that it actually is locked in. I forgot to close the Bitcoin queue, so there you go. Boom. If you guys got in. Getting that queue late anyway. So yeah, if we got a full-on correction, you know, 5% on ES, 10% on NASDAQ would not be too bad. But that being said, it's like, I mean, with rate cuts coming in June, which is pretty much overall confirmed now, which would be nice. I mean, you know, at any point can change. We have Jerome talking tomorrow. We'll pay attention to it. But the daily, again, on the ES here, I'm watching for a second time, watching for a bounce off 5066. We discussed that before. It happened, set a new high. Now it's trying it again. Let's see. If this does break, though, if this does break below 5060, then, you know, we'll see what it wants to do down here on the 5,000 level. That'd be my target to the downside before considering any type of, you know, bounce back, any type of buying happening if it were to come off this high. So he said Jerome's going to crash the market. That's very likely. I think it's June there, but I'll have to double check. I'm not 100% on the date. If BK's in here, he probably knows on the rate cut. He's the one been posting it on the Twitter. BK, if you're in here and you're watching it, throw in what month or what, if you know, close to a specific beginning or end of month or whatever to help us out. That being said, guys, let me see, where are we at? Okay, we're at our hour mark. Now let's dive into the whatever gold. Yeah, we're gonna dive into the wheel now. Let's get to y'all's picks and go get on to it. Pepe in the house. Everybody say what's up, Pepe. Let's get Pepe's in the chat. There we go. Fam starting us off early. And OP. Let's go. Let's go. Give me 1 second. All right. There's the Pepe's. Love it. Pepe's in the chat, baby. All right. Hey. Okay. BK said 55%. You get the first cut June 12th. Nice. BK knows it. BK knows what's up. Everybody say hooray for Mr. Optimism because it just broke out. Beautiful. W's bullish signals in the chat as well. Let's take a look at let's take a quick look at a different exchange. Real quick. Sorry. I'm getting all these messages on my phone and I'm trying to ignore them. Get out of your phone. All right, bet. All right, Binance. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, I think we are on the biggest exchange for optimism, but let me double check. Kraken, OP, USD, Pyth, Bybit, maybe. Yeah, it is. Wow. Bet. Coinbase. All right. So weekly breakout. Biggest thing first. And sorry, Instagram. Let me bring that back. Weekly breakout. Biggest thing first. Okay. On optimism. We need to close at an all-time high. That would be nice. That's the first thing. That being said, what needs to happen if it's going to close at an all-time high? Well, it needs to close over last week's high, which was 4325. Okay, 4325 is the big watch this week, so keep an eye on that price point to make sure we lock in that all-time high close. That being said, though, today's daily, let's turn this into a breaker block. That'd be really nice. OP's high 2 days ago was 432. That would be really nice. Let's close over that. That being said, again, structure continues, higher lows continue. That's pretty much all you need to know. Optimism, nice consolidation, breaks out. You get on the oscillator, a break here, right? You get a break of structure on this puppy there, and then we bounce roughly right above it, which is really nice. So, love seeing when these like to break structures and play off of them roughly. But that being said, extended up, found consolidation, reset, and made its next move. Right now, pretty straightforward. OP price target would probably be smart going for the $5 mark, right? $5 mark is not a bad spot to consider this. Let's see here, with this 50% retracement, right? And I probably should have put this in before. Those of you that ask about my Fibonacci dealios here you go. These are what I look for, but let's enable the 2618. Let's do 1618 actually. 1618 and maybe the 786. We'll do the 786. No. 122. I think 1618 is fine. We can do that. I need the hold on. I need the negative. Let's make this a negative. I need the upside. I need the upside. There you go. Such a far move too. It's like let's get an upside -1.15. Oh. Bear with me. All right. Negative 1.5. And then let me get a negative 1.382. All right. There you go. So, I mean, on an extended move, right, you get quite a bit of a price move up to 640. Now, I mean, that's a pretty big extension. But that being said, $5, dude, is probably your best bet. The target right now, OP, again, you're in uncharted territory. Not much to fully consider on these moves. But $5 is what I would look for in OP. And go from there, right? So if you were to get something like that, let's keep an eye on where it might head. But again, we just need daily closures on top of each other. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour, you got the retracement, right? You're coming back, resetting on the offsider, which is, is good. 4 hour though, heavy candle there with the rest of... Why didn't somebody say something? Yeah, I'm about to say that did not look right. That did not look like OP. There we go. I was about to say that did not look right. What the heck? All right, bet. All right, we're looking at the wrong chart. All right. Let's keep going. All right, so here you go. Previous highs, right? It had a problem there before, right? It had a problem there before. We'll bring this back up. Had a problem here before. It came back down. Now it's, yet again trying to bounce off the $4.20 level. You have an open close high kind of lining up beautifully off of 415. I would say 415 to 420. Look for continuous support above those prices. And it would be very nice to see that. Money flows staying strong. Money flows increasing nicely. It's a little on the weaker side, which is not a huge deal, but something to consider. We'll keep an eye on. Keep an eye on closely. But that being said, 420 is probably the best place to consider, blazing, but also considering a nice bounce level. So 420 blaze if it hits, but then also looking for that buy opportunity potentially if it actually does show support. But that's the biggest thing to look at. 1 hour, I'm not gonna mess with this. Here you go. I mean, this thing broke, hit a high here, bounced right off that 1 hour as well. So 420 blaze and also 420 bounce looks good. Looks good. Prophet J, we will follow you to the end of the earth. That's what I like to hear. love my fam here. Got our new family in the chat. HODL gang strong, my friends. HODL gang strong. Bitcoin though, man, coming back into that zone yet again. Previous high. I really want to see that Bitcoin hold, man. Really want to see it. To the end of the flat earth. Yo, Tom, Tom's on something else. Flat earth, man. I don't even know how people, I love those videos where it's like flat earthers prove themselves wrong. Those are so funny. I should do ASMR videos. Dude, I kind of cringe at those videos, but you can get as much ASMR here as you want, I guess. All right, let's move on. Today, it's so funny. Yesterday, we literally we blew through this. And now we're just nice and slow mover today. All right, Pepe. Spin speed, as Brad says, spin speed. Spin speed with the FTM. All right, FTM. Going in. Let's jump. We'll keep an eye on Bitcoin. Well, guys, we got the daily here. I mean, we had the box drawn, right? We had the box drawn, right? We had the box drawn.
Who's your daddy?
This thing, dude, this thing ripped. That deserved a Who's Your Daddy because our setup literally just popped off. We already had the box drawn and everything went according to plan. Now, that being said, that was probably already there because we discussed it, but you could have, on the strategy we usually talk about, you could have had an entry off 41 almost beautifully. You would have taken some off, in my opinion, off of this open close high and this open close high and hold the rest for a new all-time high, or just a new high in general. Sorry, it's not an all-time. Not an all-time high, but is continuing quite nicely, I may add. But that being said, right, we have a BOS in formation. Where does the BOS line up with? Well, if I put my cursor right here and I do a nice Alt H, guess what? Alt H lines up a beautiful line, and I didn't make this up, but the BOS and the previous high line up perfectly with a open close high, and also breaks right here beautifully through the open close high as well as the previous high with the BOS. So that being said, 60 cents. I mean, anything above 56.73, I'm going to be very, very happy. So watch for consolidation continuing on this lovely price here. Now, why do I have a vivid memory of talking about 70 cents? Is that a thing? Did we discuss 70 cents on here? I feel like we did. And Brad, don't say save your charts. I swear to God. Ban Brad if he says save your charts. One sec. I mean, I don't even know why I need to do this, but this is about to be a heck of a... There you go. He said, I'm glad you're here, Brad. Love seeing Brad's face every day. All right. No, I don't think. Maybe we didn't discuss 70. I don't think. Yeah. Weekly chart. We have an open close high to target right now. To make it easy, 92.37. I would just say 92 on the money. We just broke out of a high volume range, which is good. Lined up perfectly with the previous high, lined up perfectly with the line we drew, lined up perfectly with the open close high, lined up perfectly with the breakouts. Everything just lined up perfectly there. Dude, yeah, stay on page. So that being said, we're kind of in a no man's land, ready to pump, right? So again, holding up over that, resistance break it had. Let's make sure we hold up over 57 roughly. And you guys are going to be real good for the continuation on this. That being said, guys, we have 100 real quick. We're going to move on to the next one. FTM looks very solid. 92, next target, 92. But guys, we literally give away $300 every single Friday, and a lot of you know that. But the one thing, if you don't know, is we have to hit 110 likes on every stream Monday through Thursday. Okay, if we don't do that, we don't give away. We've never not given away, never not hit the like goal. So if you're watching right now, there's enough of you to get that like up to 110. So smash the like button, and it has to be on the YouTube. If you're on the Instagram stream, make sure you join the YouTube. All right, make sure you join the YouTube and hit that like button. But yeah, Bitcoin, again, still that 63K level is trying. FTM off the board. Today, chill vibes. I'm slightly upping the likes there. I'm slightly upping them. We've had 2 weeks of 101, 110. Very soon, it's going to be 125. Very soon, it's going to be 125, okay? Very soon. No, not yet. We'll wait. I'll give them time. I appreciate I can't even speak today. I appreciate the hype around hitting that like, though. Enthusiasm. There you go. Bam. Nailed it. I appreciate the enthusiasm to getting those likes up. Actually, bear with me, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to blow my nose. Be honest though. Would you guys want ASMR me blowing my nose? Be honest. You guys think I could sell my tissue on eBay for 50 grand? ICP. Be honest. It will be a crash. Someone said no. Mute. Well, I did it out of courtesy, man. All right, let's go. ICP. I'm just kidding with you guys, by the way. I'm not going to ever blow my nose in the mic. That would be pretty bad. Maybe someday. Some weirdos out there. All right, ICP. We've been watching this puppy forever, too. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
Who's your daddy?
I think that entails a Who's Your Daddy if I've ever seen one. And why are we saying Who's Your Daddy? Well, we've been watching this for weeks, right? We knew there was resistance off this previous high volume low. And again, I can guarantee you we talked about it. I can guarantee you we talked about 1578. Beautiful moves on ICP. 1578, high volume low that busted through, created an imbalance over here, as you can see. And man, oh man, did it hit. Hit beautifully. Nice little pump on ICP. Literally, I think it's today. Yeah, today. That's what we say, that kind of weird. Even though, yeah, today we hit it. Today. Lovely move on ICP. So hit that target that I talked about there. We go one more time. The high volume is roughly what? Let me double check that. Sorry. 1571. 1571. Always a high volume low. Had reject off before. But guys, you know the ordeal. Today, this closure on the daily would be nice over 1487. Previous resistance happened twice. 1487 would be money. But anywhere above 1465, let's say that. Anywhere above 1465 looks really nice for ICP to potentially continue these moves. Not a massive fan of this massive wick. Right? Not a massive fan of that massive wick. We want this body to close more aggressively. Let's go to that 4 hour. The 4 hour is bouncing quite nicely off of the same high that we just had back in mid-February. Broke out and is now trying to find support inside this buy and balance, aka FVG for those of you that rather call it that. But nice little buy and balance there. I would like to see it hold up. That'd be really nice. Let's get like holding and closing over at 15. Man, oh man, look at the crazy coiling here. This is like a coiling dream. This thing is just perfectly setting high and low turning points there, and then just busts out. What's crazy too is it on that one there did before that big move. But overall, ICP money moves weekly chart. Guess what? If you get this week to close over the high of 14,871, honestly, if you get this thing to close at that previous high wick of 1628, that would be the best, because well, guess what? We have the bottom of an order block to target up here at 20 buckaroonies. So 20 buckaroonies would be a nice little target up there. So keep an eye on that. 20 buckaroonies. If you are continuing to hold this, look for the continuous moves and break and holds of those previous high levels. Always good. Always good. But trying to think of what my daughter needs to eat because my wife's at the store and I can't. All right, but yeah, ICP pretty straightforward there, guys. Great job if you did cash out at that high volume low. You know what? Hold on. Let me see here. Was this? No, never mind. Good move. ICP 20 upside weekly target. That could take a while, but money. Sortic, what's up, buddy? Oh, screener for Bitcoin? Yeah, we did. We looked at the screener. We can do it again. Spin speed, don't say it, Brad. Ban Brad if you said spin speed. All right, next up, we're gonna look at Jasmine, and then we'll look at the screener. Let's look at the I sell on 63K. We'll look at the screener here in a sec. Dinosaur chicken nuggets. Dude, my daughter loves them too. She just loves we get her like the dinosaur like potato things from the Praegers or whatever you call them. She loves those things, the sweet potato ones. Do I keep my screen in a separate layout? No, same layout. I just have to enable it, or I have to. It's usually a dual layout like this, but on stream it kind of looks dumb. So I just pop it up whenever we talk about it, or I usually just keep it on another monitor. When I'm looking like overall markets. All right, Jasmine. Well, you guys know proper structure means proper movement, means watch for continuous holds over previous highs. We're back in consolidation. We do have a confirmed bearish divergence, slight gap divergence, which is good. Yeah, a turning point in between the two. It's not really tiny, not extremely tiny. but it's locking in a potential divergence setup from this here. So this point here, these 2 points are taking their divergence here and here. That being said, though, if we were actually to consider divergence coming into play, I want to see now a structure point get broken. You got a BOS sitting here at 1892. I would just say 19. You got a structure point at 19, right? But that being said, this low here, 1948, so 1950, I would watch as well. Those are the 2 levels I would watch here on Jasmine. Let's go to the 4 hour. Because look here, this lines up perfectly. Actually, 1976. So right here, this low, I'm gonna put a line there. This is what I would want to see hit. I mean, this thing's actually lining up nicely for a potential trade too to the short side. Now, 4 hour move here. It needs to break below this, come up, give me the breaker block, kind of retest formation. Also, look, this is sometimes an early indication. What happened? Well, the oscillator broke structure, higher low. Right, I can't see because of the red, but higher low there, higher low here, 2 higher lows in a row, and then another one there, breaks here. Oscillator broke. Sometimes that can be an early indication, even if it hasn't broken a higher low level, right? So higher low level there in Jasmine at 119.76. I would just say 1975. If it gets a full closure underneath it, you get a turning point formation on the oscillator somewhere like this where it confirms it. A turning point does confirm it. Price doesn't confirm it. The turning point does, because then that means that price fully did come up, reject that price point exactly the way we wanted it to. So we'll really keep an eye on that with the rejection there, okay? So watch for that rejection off of the, if it breaks below that swing low. But for now, that's pretty much the biggest watch here on Jasmine. If not, if it holds support there, doesn't break down, then price doesn't reflect what we're seeing, and it could be just making a reset before its next move to the upside. So really, really keep your eyes peeled on how people trade the 1975 level, and then jump in when it tells you the right thing. Guys, we are 9 likes away from giving away $300 on Friday. $300 on Friday. Oh yeah, let's look at Bitcoin. Look at the Bitcoin screener again. Was you asking about it? Here's your Bitcoin screeners. If they're gonna load, give it 1 second. There you go. So that being said, remember BTC on the we got the 1 hour to flip bearish, which is okay. But guess what? Trend strength here still strong on the 4 hour with 90%. 90% trend strength on the 4 hour. You have 77% trend strength on the weekly. So weekly and 4 hour, interesting combination compared to the daily. Still strong bullish though on daily and weekly charts, right? So even though it's down, roughly 7% right now after sweeping that high, it's still holding this strong bearish rating. So we'll see how it goes into tomorrow. But remember, we don't look to a bear side until the structure changes. This is on Bitcoin, by the way. And we're overall bullish still on price action as well. We're still above the equilibrium. The only thing is the 1 hour Bitcoin has now shown a under equilibrium break and a bearish liquidity grab. So we're going to see if this wants to potentially set up as well. And still a overall neutral rating on the screener too. So seeing that, definitely want to keep an eye on it. And I mean, look at this. What I see here is high time frame here. Weekly chart 0.17, right? Weekly chart still in the green, barely. So overall, major moves. There's something else I'm trying to think. But Bitcoin, not too bad right now. We're not, all right? We talked about it. We want to see the consolidation in the 60s, guys. The biggest thing is watching 60. Oh, did not even do that. Give me that back. Give me that back. Thank you. I want to see that consolidation in the 60s. All right, moving forward. We had Jasmine last. Let's go on to the next one. Keep us cranking. Yo, Pepe, come on, man. Yo, we talked about this. You had your chance. Brad, don't say spin speed, I swear. Here's your slower spin speed anyway, Brad. There you go, TRX. All right, those of you that span Tron, here you go, my Tron lovers with the crazy wicks. I swear there was a better one. TRX UST. Kraken, maybe? Kraken, here you go. Kraken's way better. All right. Interesting, whatever. So this will be a quick one. This one's interesting. All right, let's go to the weekly. Let's start weekly. Ah, I remember now. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and dive into our fixed range profile first. Okay. From our recent moves. Recent, 3 years. Past 3 years. Okay. So, yet again, guess what? We blew through a nice volatility peak here in the 11 and 12 range. Now we're up, and guess what? We rejected what? Beautifully off of a set of open close highs. Exactly why I always target open close highs right here at 14.3479. Obviously, it's a little different. This is the Kraken website or whatever, Kraken exchange, but I hate that many decimal places. Drives me nuts. But again, 14.34, that price point. Okay, so this, we didn't really talk about TRX, but this is for the amount of times I tell you guys to target open close highs.
Who's your daddy?
Because we literally discuss this over and over and over and over again. Open close highs are very important, I think. Now, if you're an avid follower of the stream and stuff, you know how much we talk about it. So this is a great example of why I like them, because you do get a lot more probability of hitting open close highs. What is an open hose close? What is open hose? Goodness gracious! Why would I say open hose? What am I saying? That sounds like a freaking German thing, or a Scottish thing. Oh, who knows? Scotland. Irish. It's an Irish saying. Oh. All right, forget it. Let's move on. That being said, you can see here, especially obviously these open. This is open close. You had a closure of a weekly candle here. It won't let me draw very well on weekly charts, and then you have a open of a weekly candle at the same level. If those don't, if those print like that, I call it an open close high. That being said, price has traded through it more than any of these crazy wicks. Big reason on crypto it's important is because crypto wicks are a little crazier than normal wicks. Stock wicks a little easier to hit to the upside. Futures, ES futures, NQ, any indexes on the US side, top wicks a lot easier. But crypto, we can wick in any second with some big ass buyer coming in, big ass seller. So open close high is super good price points because people have actually been able to get orders through. And we can consider them decent resistance levels, as you can see here, 14.34, 69 roughly, 14.32, whatever. If I were to put off a beautiful marker here, and I was trading this TRX on the weekly and watching for a long-term move, you can see would have had a great little TP point there, and it pretty much tagged it almost exactly. So great moves on Tron. And that was how you look for open close highs. And I might have claimed that term. I don't know if that's a real term, but I just like the way it sounds, so that's how I named it. Open close high, I showed you. That being said, makes that break move look good. This week not bad. It is extremely extended on the oscillator, I will say, on the weekly, but let's dive into the daily here. Daily, yet again, structure breaks at 1370 here. If you get this candle closure on this daily, you got 4 hours left. If it closes below 1370, you might look for a clean retracement. If not, look for consolidation over 1370 for that potential next breakout, and we'll go from there. This move is so aggressive. It's very hard to think about where the retrace would find support, to be honest. The move is very aggressive. If anything, and this is what I would target, is these previous two highs here. We could literally just say this open close high, that open close high, and then draw a box across. That's where that POS was. If we go into a daily now, we can say, look, that's a pretty aggressive retracement. But again, it's so weird because this is just day after day after day had very bullish candles. Interesting formation here. Notice it didn't have just a clean breakout. It broke out, found support, retested, found support, finally made a breakout move. This made somewhat of a ramp up on Tron. It was like a ramp here, right? So retracement here, you know, I like to target order blocks. So if it doesn't hold 30.70, I would probably be targeting down here at 12.37. That's a pretty aggressive retracement, but it's not a bad place to consider, right? If anything, you can, you know, you have a BOS sitting here at 12.75. I would probably say 13. I would watch 13 there on the pullback. Guys, we are literally 6 likes away from being able to give away $300 on Friday. Just smash the like, man. Smash the like button. Let's move forward. As I click back onto Bitcoin, it did just flush that level. Crazy moves today. It just flushed the low too. 4 hour. If you guys are new to the stream, obviously we got some more people joining. 110 likes, guys. Let's go. Great work. Bitcoin dumping 30K soon. Okay. All right, Dane. Chill. That being said, guys, remember, right now on Bitcoin, we claimed highs, right? We locked in all-time highs, locked it in, easy peasy. And now it is retracing a bit, right? That being said, you know, we want to see that continued support over 60K. 60K is our overall mark. If it crushes 60K today, you know, well, then we come back tomorrow. We look through the same thing. I would not be too stressed, right, on this, you know, major move we just had, right? This is just ran 73% off that previous higher low. If we on the breakout move ran 38%. It's still up roughly 26%. If we dive into like a weekly chart, the weekly on the oscillator, you can see it here. The weekly is only down now 1.5% roughly, 1.75 actually. So yeah, weekly candles, it wicked that high, it came down. It's exactly why we said, hey, you know, 6.5 was one of the take profit marks that we talked about because it was the high. After that, we were riding the last 2.5 that we had, and we're going to continue to ride it. We're waiting, right? These have been extremely aggressive moves. Okay. At some point, people are going to claim the tops. They're going to claim their profits on these extremely aggressive moves, and you're starting to see a little bit of that today. Now, that being said, it'd be very healthy and cool to see consolidation above 60K. That'd be very nice. If not, then what I'm, you know, watching is, you know, we're tapped out on Bitcoin for a little bit, so we jump back into Ethereum, keep an eye on Ethereum trades. I mean, Ethereum's lagging. It's behind a bit and just chilling, waiting for this thing to potentially continue while Bitcoin figures out what it wants to do, right? But overall, you guys know what we did. We looked for the for our trades here, and we literally took, you know, we got in down here on this breakout, took some off here, 55, took another off at 58. And I don't think we actually did. Did we take off? I guess, yeah, because I told you guys we were watching for that big breakout move and continuation. So 65 there, I know we discussed. So if you guys took off at 65 too, great job. But, yeah, we're just chilling with our last little bit and waiting to see where it wants to go next, right? Let me get rid of the labels. There you go. So, again, this is just part of the entire cycle, right? So no need to stress if you bought up here. Probably not the best decision. Just letting you know. Can you go over the Bitcoin screener? Where's my stop loss? I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. We locked in majority of our profits on this to where it's probably break even. Stop loss probably break even on this. I mean, we were 10 or 12 strong. If I was in, you know, the trade entirely, it'd be break even. Bitcoin dump. Here they come. Bitcoin dump. What's up with Bitcoin at the moment? It claimed all-time highs, and you know, people are finally deciding to take some off the table. That's pretty much all that's happening. So I wouldn't be too overly stressed on it. Other than, you know, guys, we hit all-time highs today, and now we're back down, you know, 8%. We're waiting to see where it settles, really. If you bought in up here, then you pretty much should have been in our live stream about, I don't know, a month ago. when we were trading this entire move from like down here all the way into now here, and then now just chilling with our last little bit. But major moves today. The volatility kicks in. The panic kicks in. Is gold being affected at all? No, it's not. That's lit. Go move your volume over to gold, I guess. The dump is huge, like customer at Taco Bell. Do you think it will come back and over the all-time high? Absolutely. It will 100% come back. Now, if it's not today, which is probably not going to be today, it's definitely not going to be today. This thing could, somewhat retrace to 58, 60K, whatever. But eventually, absolutely. Eventually, absolutely 70, 80. We have, the overall. Why did my price action concepts fail to load there? Hold on. The cycle, man. It's all about the cycle and its continuation. Do I like gold? Yeah, and Cyrex knows halving's coming. Halving is everything right now. The fact we made this move before the halving is incredible, to be honest. This is new. Trend is a trend for a reason, absolutely. But again, guys, everybody's been seeing green for so long they don't know what red is anymore. That's pretty much what it is. Everybody's been seeing green for way too long. They don't know what red is anymore. What is the TP for Bitcoin? It depends. If you're leveraged, we already TP'd on the way. We TP'd at 58. We TP'd at 65 after that. And then I'm sure some people TP'd at the all-time high. But in our move, it was 55, 58, and 65, whatever that was. So the last bit is just a hold. 65, 5,500. Yo, Hacks, welcome Pepe's sibling, man. What Pepe? Yo, bro, you got another sibling. You didn't see me do that. No, yeah, you do. Whatever. He's very excited. He is very excited. But guys, here, let me entice all the panic people real quick. Hold on, I gotta type it in here. Everybody that's joining the stream because they're panicking on the massive sell-off. Let's hold on. That's a bad chart. Spiral chart. I keep forgetting I have to type in chart. Here you go. Mr. Root. We gotta go to Root's profile. They have the cleanest one. Let me entice the people joining the stream because they're worried about their Bitcoin position. If you're over leveraged in Bitcoin and you bought at the high, then by the love of God, get out, because this is not the time to be over leveraged. Here we go. Let me introduce you to a beautiful chart called the spiral. The spiral cycle. 120x, fam. Is SHIB a good coin to invest in? What do you think? No, it's not. I do not invest in SHIB. Yeah, in a second, we'll explain probably the people that just got slammed in SHIB. Hacks, though. Hacks, sorry. I kind of said, okay, Pepe's excited, which he is. I'm going to move him with my foot. No, he's doing that by himself. Look how excited he is. He got a new sibling today. Hacks literally locked in 2 extra entries for our Friday giveaway. We give away $300 every Friday, guys. Because he joined the HODL game, he gets 2 extra entries now. And it's only $1. I wish I could give it away for free, but YouTube does not allow it. Explain the spiral. Well, it's not much to explain. Other than, look what happened. You have the halvings throughout the years, right? This is back when the Bitcoin prices, you can see here, you got it at not even a cent, at 10 cents, $1, $10, $100, $1,000, $10K, $100K, right? Okay, well, it's literally the Bitcoin cycle. Well, guess what? Halving's coming up, right? Price is trading yet again on top of where it was the last halving, okay? Last halving, as you can see here, continued to move, right? We had it in 2020, right? The halving was in 2020, as you can see right here, right? We're in this quadrant now. Coming into the next halving, it's going to line up somewhere right where this line is drilled here, which is about April 16th. If we pull up our halving, April 19th, sorry. April 19th is that prediction, right? That being said, when the halving happens, right, the overall reward that's given for every block solved gets sliced in half. So that means the production of Bitcoin goes down, and you need more, power in your computer or miner, whatever you're using, to get granted more rewards, right? Because it needs to perform alongside Bitcoin. That's why they release new miners. That's the whole idea behind Bitcoin starting in the first place, is just lining up with, being able to continuously release new miners and have continuous business, but also generates this beautiful, beautiful spiral. Now, it's quite interesting to see these halvings get smaller and smaller to see if, computing power can keep up. But for now, it's definitely, the cycle has continued. Halving, when that hits, guess what? All-time high is yet again right back to where this is lined up, as you can see here in 2022, right? We had the all-time high. But yet again, that's right outside the end of 2022. And we'll see here, it's literally kind of suggesting that we might have the next pivotal point in 26, right? 2026. So the blue dots here is the all-time highs. So we might not have that next pivot until 2026. What does that mean? Well, if we go to the weekly chart here, as you can see right here, end of 2021, we had that pivotal shift, right? Start of 2022. And we then had the retracement, right? That was the last all-time high move. We go back here, you can see 2017, the end of 2016 lined up with that all-time high retracement. Now these are pivotal highs, right? Pivotal highs that occur. So we're waiting, maybe it's suggesting in this overall. Now again, this is just following that move, but you can see 2022 was here, right? It happened at the end of 2021 right there. So that was the last overall pivotal all-time high, and it's predicting the next one roughly in 2026. If it's were to line up, it'd be the end of 2025. So about, a year and a half, right? Year and a half away, might get that next pivotal all-time high. Look at where all-time lows and bottoms line up. Look where the bottoms line up. See, the bottom is red right here, lined up in 15, lined up 19, lined up now in 2023. The last pivotal bottom, where was it? And right in 2023, right before 2023. If we look at the chart here, it happened right here at 2022, right before 2023 hit, right? The cycle continues. All right, so right now halving's in state intact, waiting for that to occur, and then we continue. Easy as that. Be surprised. Welcome to the HODL gang, my friend. Welcome to the HODL gang. That man just locked in 2 extra entries on our $300 Friday giveaways. So we appreciate you guys. If you're new to the stream and you're learning something, hit that subscribe button as well as the like. We really appreciate it. If you're a little stressed out, just don't be over leveraged in Bitcoin right now. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Yo, have I missed the location of this chart? What do you mean? You got to retype that message, man. I can't understand. What's your favorite go-to food to eat? Be surprised. Welcome, my friend. Love it. Love you being here. Always watch on Instagram. Awesome, dude. Well, welcome to the big stream, the real stream. It'll continue to go up to the moon. Guys, it's all about the cycle. Follow the cycle. Understand the timeline. Don't get over leveraged. And be patient. Biggest thing. What Ethereum if ETF is rejected? Yeah, it's interesting, honestly. It could do anything, to be honest. A Satan candle, he said. How do I get your signals overlays indicator? You can just go to the website and get it risk-free for 30 days, by the way. That being said, guys, I do want to get to the rest of these. I know we're getting a lot of people joining because of the Bitcoin move right now. Where's mine? But again, at the beginning of each stream, by the way, if you're new here, beginning of each stream, we have all of our viewers suggest ticker symbols they want to look at. We just went over Tron. See if we can get one of these nailed. We're gonna just jump because we're a little behind. We're gonna go to Dot. We just went over Tron, but these are all suggestions from earlier, so we're gonna go to Polkadot here. keep an eye on it, and go from there. But we appreciate all the new people joining up. Hit that sub button. We're here live every day at 1 Eastern, by the way, so we appreciate you all being here. And he said, let's go Tia. Tia making moves? Yeah, we have Tia on the board. We'll be looking over Tia here just shortly, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. You're from South Africa? That's awesome, man. Be surprised. Welcome. Welcome to the HODL gang, my friend. All right. Dot, what happened? Guess what? Dot created a breaker block last week. Beautiful. Props to Dot for creating that breaker block. Breaker block intact. Well, all we need to do this week now is to hold up over that previous open close high right there. 8626. That's what I would want to see. Right? Upside target right now, 1267. You got a lovely high volume open close low over here, $12.70. And a beautiful turning point that occurred, and I would have been in right here if I saw this. I know we discussed that before. Weekly chart is money. I know you're on Dot, but when do you think the next Bitcoin halving would be? There you go. Boom. Guys, if you want to know the Bitcoin halving, by the way, go to Watcher Gurus. Very easy. They have the halving watcher. They're predicting April 19th right now. That's about the right timeline, I would say, or early May. Okay. So keep it on about 43 days out. We only have 6,600 blocks remaining. If you don't know what the halving is, maybe we can go over here again in just a second, if that'll help you guys. Retail is 70% bearish on stocks. No way big money lets this market crash. Did we even discuss anything like that? I don't think we did. All right, guys. Dot, though, that hold over 8.63 is big right now on the weekly chart, right? Let's go to the daily. Daily, yet again, this is actually lined up perfectly to where I would want to see it bounce today, previous high, right? 920 right now would be really nice. Open close high was sitting right there at 920. Had a nice turning point for that breakout there. That actually is a pretty good setup that we always look for with overflow on the oscillator. Beautiful moves. That being said, interesting wick day. Closed over the high, came back down. This is pretty much because of Bitcoin. The rest of the market making these moves. Polkadot, if we want to fully continue this trend, let's wait to see if tomorrow it can recover its price back to 987. So, I would be a little careful today because of everything that's going on with the all-time high break and everything selling from there for now. But we'll see if that consolidation comes in. You guys know, though, the weekly is probably the more important thing. You have room all the way down to, in my opinion, 8.624. And then also the bottom of this breaker block that occurred last week, 850. So between 850 and 860, I would want to see a full-on bounce. But on the daily would be great tomorrow to get a recovery candle. We'll see. But this is selling off because, Bitcoin's super, 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 super volatile right now. Super volatile on Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks to be halving right now. That's not how it works, but it's all good. It's at 61 still. Remember, we want to see where it wants to settle, right? We considered several marks, but here you go. Let's even look at a 50% retracement for it to make something like that. 50% right now, sitting at 59893. Let's see what it wants to wick. You got, let's see, a low of this recent pump there during consolidation. Let's dive into a 4-hour chart real quick. Oh, y'all froze my thing. Or Bitcoin froze my thing. Yo, look at this 4-hour candle. Right there. We're touching it right now. The low was 6355.6. Interesting low. No, stop loss hit. Oh, man. You hit the stop. I should probably put up before people are like, why are you still holding? Probably put up the fact that we closed out the majority of our position on the way up. We'll just do this. All right. We closed out 75% of this position on the way up. So everybody that's joining that might be concerned, don't be concerned. Plus, it's not even. I wish I could trade live on trade real money on the account, but for legal purposes, I cannot. But we generally take trades similar to what we're looking at regardless if it's real or not. So, but again, this is what it would be at. It's crazy though. I was gonna look at my ETFs because I've been investing in IBIT quite a bit recently. Even after this sell-off right now, I'm still up like 30%. That's insane. Like my IRA over this period of time has been up crazy. It already beat out last year's earnings. It's still beating last year's earnings. What is Bitcoin halving? I don't understand what that means. Okay, let's go over this again. Guys, welcome to the stream. We go live every day at 1 Eastern, by the way, looking at trades. And right now we're really just watching for the Bitcoin to find a spot it wants to settle. Overall, right now we cleared the highs, right? And we're looking for the settling. We talked about 60K is that mark. We're watching for the bounce. We wanted to see if it could really hold up over 63, but took out those highs, which is fine. Now it's trying to sweep these previous consolidated lows, which is totally fine. Again, guys, this was an insane rally over 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks, like 1 week. We go to the 1 week. Look here. This move here. Unreal week last week, right? This is why I don't want you guys stressing out. Last week we had a 22% move. 22% move in Bitcoin. Major moves, right? Major moves. Right now, the weekly, and keep an eye on the weekly. The weekly is only down 3%, right? So, again, I wouldn't be too stressed because the daily is made its all-time high and then decided to sell off. Essentially, people are just getting nervous up here and they're selling some positions. But overall, the hodling is definitely worth it because of the cycle. Bitcoin halving, what is it? Yeah, you'll probably see some crazy Mindox, we're looking to see if it can hold to 60K right now. My major thing is wanting it to hold 60. I really want it to hold 60. If it doesn't, it's going to be interesting to see where it settles. We just need to know where it settles first. And it seems like 60K is roughly being that mark right now for that settlement. Everybody joining the stream, welcome. Make sure that sub button. We literally go live every day at 1 Eastern, going over the charts on Ethereum and Bitcoin and everything. We've been watching this entire move from weeks out. And we take trades when we find setups too. So we talk about what we're looking at and looking for setups when we see them. That being said, though, guys, here on the screeners, we still have a strong bullish on the weekly and daily on the signals and overlay screener. We also have a strong we have bullish almost across the board on the price action. So again, this is where on weekly, daily, 4 hour and 1 hour, still strong bullish on all price action. So nothing too crazy I'd be fully worried about. ENS, is that dumping too? Yeah. ENS had a massive bounce today, but now it's back down. Let's go back to Bitcoin. But like I said, 60K is what we're really, really watching for the hold. Why is it going down like this? It's pretty much going down because it swept all-time highs, right? It did take out all-time highs. And then essentially what happens is you have one or two major sellers come in and everybody else kind of freaks out. It's a panic selling type scenario here, especially at every given major bull run. At some point, people get a little too greedy and they get over leveraged on these major moves, right? We had 22% rally last week. People get scared when they're over leveraged, right? And when you start seeing bigger candles form, the over leveraging drives these prices quite a bit lower. So, we've hit all-time highs. We pretty much, here's what happens. Here's another great example too. It might not necessarily be just the over leveraging because it probably isn't. Another big thing is the fact that when we hit, when you roughly hit all-time highs, people think now what? Like it's all a now what? It's all a what if type scenario at that point. When you break those all-time highs, that's is it going to actually continue higher? Where do we target next, kind of thing? But overall, guys, the cycle is what you need to worry about. It's the only thing you need to worry about. Halving. I'm going to go over that now because somebody asked if you're selling Bitcoin. You missing a bomb right now? Yeah. So once again, guys, You know, I told you on SHIB day after day, week after week, do not buy it. Not in this current state, because you might get caked in 2 seconds. If you got liquidated on SHIB and you didn't listen to me, well, I'm very sorry for you. I would not buy SHIB. Just letting you know. Unless you're like holding it strong. From like way, way down low. Which I know some of you probably are. Yeah. All the people that like are trying to FOMO are getting ripped apart right now. That being said, guys, real quick, can it go up again? Absolutely. The overall cycle is in play, guys. Overall cycle is in play. It's all about the cycle. Pay attention to the cycle. Don't worry about a one day where it sells off. And don't over leverage yourself. The entire market is pulling back right now. Entire market's pulling back right now. Nothing to be stressed about. This is pretty typical. Okay. You had major moves. If you want here, I'm gonna not freak you guys out as much and just throw up the weekly chart here. Let me get rid of our opening and closing of these. Here you go. That doesn't look as scary, right? And that's all you need to worry about. I wouldn't, that doesn't look as scary. It all happened, yeah, sure, in one day, but again, it's like this should help you feel a little better about what's going on. But again, halving, real quick, let's go back over this. Halving coming up in April, right? The fact that we hit an all-time high before the halving is pretty impressive. But here we are, guys. Coming into the next halving, right? Very soon in April. We're looking for that. Guess what happens after the halving? We hit a significant all-time high. Guess what? After the halving in 2020, right? We had the halving in 2020. Just the last halving was in 2020. And then guess what? In 2021, end of 2021, we hit an all-time high. Let's reverse back the halving before that. We had a halving in 2016. Guess what? In 2018, right before 2018, at the end of December of 2017, we hit an all-time high. Let's go back to the previous halving. Yet again, the cycle continues, right? Before that, in 2012, we had a halving, right? Had the first halving in 2012, right? Sorry, that wasn't the first one. I don't think. No, I have to go back and look. Anyway, 2012, we had a halving, right? And then it comes back. Sorry, 2013. Right here, 2013. Late 2013. That's my bad. These blue dots are the halvings. Sorry. Almost 2013, actually. It was 2012. Comes back, though. The point of the story is right before 2010. Right before 2014, we had an all-time high. Here's your all-time highs lining up nearly together. Then you had your bottoms. If we go back and look at the chart, right? Guess what? The last all-time high, this is on the cycle, was sitting at 2021, right at the end of the year. If we go to our weekly chart, we go back to right here, end of 2021, right in November of 2021, boom, all-time high. The cycle continues. It's nothing to be very stressed about, okay? What does leverage mean? I'm glad you don't know. Oh my God, please Bitcoin go up to 68. So now what is the halving? What does that mean for Bitcoin? Essentially, what runs the blockchain is a bunch of interconnected computers, right? A bunch of miners, as you might hear it called. Essentially, they're solving all the blocks to create the blockchain, right? There's a bunch of blocks before the next halving. Now, the halvings, okay, were originally implemented into the code of what the blockchain and what Bitcoin is from Mr. Satoshi himself, right? So this was all scheduled previously based on how many blocks in order to, stay on target and how to actually have Bitcoin operate and continue to go up in value. The way it goes up in value and stays on the cycle is that every halving that comes up, right? When that occurs, when the halving occurs, and the last block is solved in that cycle, okay? When the last block is solved in that current cycle, then it means that now all the miners are granted half the previous reward. So you get rewarded every time a block is solved. If you're a part of that block solving, let me go back. If you're part of one of these blocks being solved, you get pretty much a generated piece of Bitcoin, right? And you get rewarded that. Now coming, when the halving occurs, instead of you getting 1 Bitcoin, let's say it was just 1, you'll get half a Bitcoin, okay? And that happens every so amount of years, depending on, how fast the blocks are solved. But in this case, pretty much can target roughly when it's going to occur. Pretty basic, nothing too crazy. Jay, should you buy Bitcoin today again or tomorrow when market stabilizes? Wait till it stabilizes. Will there be an ETF flow today, right? Doesn't that up the price a lot? Not necessarily. Bitcoin ETFs and Bitcoin overall, little, they are correlated. Obviously, the BlackRock has buy and sell Bitcoin according to Bitcoin's price, but nothing too crazy. So you are Satoshi there, fam. I love it. Come on, man. If you were really Satoshi, send me some Bitcoin. All right, guys, I'm gonna go over TIA real quick. We're going past our normal time just because of the aggressive sell-off and stuff. I might have to come back to this tomorrow. Yeah, okay. I love you guys. There's not really a reason. Let me go back. Gold absolutely cranking. Hold on. ETH. Look at ETH here. We're gonna have to come back tomorrow when it settles, to be honest. That being said, though, I think we all know what the winner is today if you had Bitcoin predictions. Reaper said, I bought in at 19K and been holding. Should I sell and run? No. Unless you need the money, don't sell it. Unless you need the money, don't sell it. This is very normal. Yeah, the cycle is already showing you that it wants to continue. It's just gonna, more than likely. Now, that being said, I mean, we might get we might get a 20-point consolidation, right? Or 20%. We might see this for a little bit. But again, guys, let's wait until 60K gets broken to consider even if we wanted to get out, right? It's not even worth it right here. Trust me. I've been through all the bottoms of Bitcoin to the point where I have no more feelings for Bitcoin. I've witnessed, I've had to turn off miners when it broke below 5K, and it was the most depressing thing ever. This wasn't in the cards. 5K, like even thinking about 5K. The winner is Bitcoin less, by the way, today, guys. By far, Bitcoin less. We're going to say on stream a little bit. So anybody that said Bitcoin less, congratulations. Your Bitcoin prediction finally paid off. You finally predicted less. Great job. Great job. So proud of you guys. If you're new to the stream, welcome. We do a $300 giveaway every single Friday. So make sure you tune in to that. We do have to hit 110 likes per stream to unlock the $300 giveaway. But come back if you join the HODL gang, just hit that join button next to the LuxAlgo name on YouTube. And you do get 2 extra entries to each Friday giveaway. So if you are a top 10 viewer by the end of the week, you also get entered into a separate giveaway. That's a 1 in 10 chance of winning $100 as well. My take on Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. Buy enough for sure you're comfortable, then look at the shit moons. Nice. Do you have a list of a few cryptos you want on the dip? At the moment, no. I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to wait. You got to be patient. Sell or not, do not sell. Do not sell Bitcoin. Unless you are leveraged. If you're way over leveraged, just get out. This is a bad time to be buying. Unless you're like leveraged down here If you're leveraged where I am in the 52, if you're leveraged off 52 or something, then you're okay. But again, from this position, we've taken some off all the way up. Okay, this is the last 25% of the position. Yeah, right. We've been hitting more on Bitcoin over and over and over. It's been a little nuts. Dude, this is insane though. Big moves. Gotta love it. This is actually, this type of price cuts and volatility is money. Like, it's so cool to see because it just means it's Bitcoin is on the right path. It's making the right moves for, you know, people to respect it, right? Money. Guys, let me be honest. I literally buy Bitcoin every single week. Okay. Now I've actually split up the buys, and now I buy the ETFs as well because they're a little more beneficial, but literally buy Bitcoin every single week. I can't sell my ETH. It's Coinbase down. Can't sell my ETH again. Okay, well, you don't want to sell it. I wouldn't sell your ETH. Don't sell your Ethereum. Man's from Belgium. That's cool, man. Where's Grover at? Grover needs some Belgium waffles. Phil, appreciate you being here, man. Don't sell. No, do not sell. Don't give in to the panic. It's not worth it. Because we'll see you guys at 70K, and you guys sold at a single day sell-off. You sold my Ronin today. What's your target this year? 2024. Once the halving hits, I mean, look, let's go back. Let's go back here. Okay, halving, right? Roughly what? What was the halving? Right above 10. Okay, so it was 10 to right under. I'm watching that line there. Okay, so the last halving was in 2020, right? I'm trying to remember the exact date. I can look it up, but here you go. Wait a second. Hold on. I know what to do. I'm gonna pull up an idea chart. Hold on. Let me find the chart that I usually look at real quick. That's so many charts have been made on TradingView. Chart. I just need an idea. Just search it. You know. There you go. Give me 1 sec. July 20th. Don't sell. Forget the waffles. Take the beer. Absolutely, Phil. Let's do it. Let's get a beer, Phil. I appreciate you being here. I hope you hit that subscribe button. And we go live every day at 1 Eastern, by the way. So hopefully you join us every day as we continue to tackle these markets and completely keep people from making stupid decisions like selling Bitcoin right now. You guys go. This was done in July. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, I want to find that one I've looked at before. I'm looking at the halving charts right now. It's 2K now. Another correction. Very, you know, when you move here, I'm gonna just leave it on the weekly chart so people stop freaking out. Hopefully that helps. Chile. Should I say Chile or Chile? I feel like Chile might be offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive. But appreciate you being here, man. Welcome to the LuxAlgo live stream, guys. We're pretty much just witnessing the overall temporary top right now. You're getting a little bit of a bounce back, which is good, but weekly chart's fine. So look at the weekly. Looking good. We're waiting to see that hold over 60K. That's the biggest thing right now. We want to see a 60K hold, okay? Come on, Dennis, chill. Chill with that. Okay. Chill with that. Dude, where did the clean chart go? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the halving charts. I'm trying to... Oh, maybe I can do most popular. Hold on. Ideas. This is not what I want. Let me go back. Sorry. Halving. Okay, I guess this works. Yeah, I can't see that. It's driving me nuts. Guys, we're just watching this right now. We're looking for a continuous hold over 60K, okay? Over 60K. Do not sell your Bitcoin. I repeat, don't sell Bitcoin. It's not worth it. All right, one sec here. April 28th, 2020. That was an old-ass chart. BTC. Let me just do this on ideas. Maybe I'll find a halving. I could probably find it on a website. I found a really good one before. Yeah, we've left the wheel. The problem is, it's not worth looking at the wheel. We're not going to look at the wheel right now. I'm sorry. It's not worth it with the market where it's at. We need the market to settle before we can take good analysis on anything that's on the wheel. The market's too crazy for all these altcoins. It's not like the analysis won't be good. All right, guys. Here you go. These don't have the percentages. I need the percentages. I'm trying to find a really good halving chart for you guys to show you. Ooh, here. This is the one I've been wanting. Yes. Yes. Give it to me. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I need this chart. How do I should be able to pull it up somewhere. I'm gonna bring this over. It's just kind of skewed. The chart's skewed right now. I'm gonna zoom out. Okay. Here we go, my friends. Here we go. Okay, so last halving, right? A year before, we had a 76% increase. Okay. 1 year from 1 year behind the halving, right? So halving happened in May, right? And the previous May, you had a 76% increase, right? After that, the year after, you had a 423% increase. That being said, the fourth halving, a year ago, if we go April to April, we can see how much it's increased now. But notice, look, halving 2, after the halving occurred, 283% increase. Halving 1, 7,000% increase, okay? So increase before, increase after. Increase before, increase after. This is all a year after, okay? This is what I wanted to show you. After that year makes that move, a lot of times it makes its nice little bottom run, finds a settling period. That's why you always see the rainbow charts, because it's literally falling like a beautiful pattern. So this guy was saying, is it a 50% increase, 200%? Now, it's predicted on the halving for April 19th. That being said, let's go to the weekly here. We're already on the weekly. There we are. Okay. Let's go to last April of 2023, which is right here. It's roughly April 19th. It's being predicted. Let's go to the 20th here. Boom. Guess what? We're now way past what that guy was predicting, 122%, right? He was saying 50% increase. Look at this. If this happens at 122%, we're looking back at halving 1 increase, yearly moves, or even halving 2, 110%. That'd be money. Last time we had the halving, guys, before the major move, it was 76%, and we're sitting at 122%. Okay, we're sitting at 122%. So Edward thinks top of the cycle is 80. That's a good target, man. But I mean, if we go back to 200%, 400%, 283, here you go. Let's be logical here, okay? 283, 423, and that's it. I'm gonna do those two. 283, 423. Okay, their average was 353%. That's insane, right? That's an insane amount on the average front. Let's say we're up here, right? Let's just make a prediction that we make the next move, and he's saying 200%, 400, 200. Let's just be minimal. Let's see it's lower than that. Let's say it's 200% increase, right? That's 1 year from the halving. So 2025, we got that 200% increase by the end of 2025, right? Let's just say it's 100% per year. That's 180K, right? So absolute monster of moves. This is why the cycle is there. It's for you to help understand the overall process of how Bitcoin trades, and it's done year after year after year. Now, that being said, will the cycle break? Will something happen? We don't know, right? We don't know if that would happen. But again, this history, based on how Bitcoin was created and how it trades, it's going to be interesting because the amount of volume that's easily comes into Bitcoin now versus what it used to do, right? Over these years, like, it was a little different. People still didn't fully understand Bitcoin. And now everybody kind of understands roughly what Bitcoin is. They also know that there's ETFs following it as well. So it's definitely a different state on the trading side. But if history repeats itself, even 200% puts us at 187K. Let's say it's only 100%, right? Well, 60, what, times 60? Or 60 plus 60 is 120K, right? So a lot of potential to break and just have, you know, quite an amazing run through the cycle period, right? And they're predicting probably all-time highs can be somewhere around right at the end of 2025, almost at 2026, as you can see on the spiral chart. So do you want to sell right now if it's going to go up another 100% by then? I lost everything trying to hold. What are you holding? You're holding a leveraged position then. That's the dumbest thing you could do. You're holding leveraged. You can't do that. You can't hold leverage, man. That's not smart. This pump killed me. How? I don't understand how a pump like this kills you, by the way. I mean, if you were truly a part of the hodl, then you got in way too late. The hodl should have occurred way back when. Real quick, high seas, what I want you to do is I want you to think of Bitcoin right now so you can get your risk back in line as a 401k. I want you to buy a little bit per paycheck, okay? Whatever you do, buy a little bit per paycheck. Not gonna lie, man, it's giving me good vibes. I'm glad I'm giving you good vibes, guys. Don't be stressed. This is pretty normal. Pretty normal. Video 360. Welcome to the stream, man. You're new here, I can tell, based on you having 0 points. That being said, to get points, we do Bitcoin predictions at the beginning of each stream. You get to think. You get to say, do you think Bitcoin's more or less? Then it's going to be at the end of the stream. Today, at the beginning of the stream, Bitcoin was at 65.91. Everybody that said less will get 100 points added to their profile. If you're one of the top 10 viewers by the end of the week, you get entered into a separate giveaway to win $100, but it's a 1 in 10 chance. Will I be live on TikTok tonight? Possibly. I think it's based on the amount of people that have joined us and have been hanging out today. I need to probably help out some of these TikTok folks. They're probably flipping out, man. A lot of the TikTok people are probably flipping out. We'll go live on TikTok. Morning, how you doing? Belinda, XRP. I will be honest, guys. Everything right now in the entire market is extremely skewed. Because of this volatility, okay? So I would be patient. One second, guys, sorry. Welcome back, my friend. Guys, hit the sub button as well. We go live every day at 1 Eastern. So appreciate you all being here. Wow, new here on crypto. Is spot DCA a safe strategy for Bitcoin? I mean, I would consider the safest way to invest in Bitcoin is to buy Bitcoin. But it's going to continue the cycle. Jacob bought, hey, that's my name, but his name is spelled differently. You bought 0.1 Bitcoin here at this, retracement. Not a bad spot, not a terrible spot. Will ADA reach $2 to $3, do you think? So again, all of these prices are skewed right now. Long-term ADA, I mean, it's finally shown its strength here. I mean, I just want to, right now, you just need to see this thing hold over 60. I think you'll be good. Paper trading or live. I wish I could live trade, but legally I cannot. So any entries we make outside of the stream, we make on here as well. We talk about them, and you know. But yes, this is just paper trading. But again, we're just making the trades to help out visually speaking, and then you know, I personally make some of these trades as well outside of it, but I can't. On the company account, it legally cannot put in real trades. Please give me coin. What do you think? Which position Bitcoin stay? Hold Bitcoin, yes. Hold Bitcoin. No reason to hold. No reason to sell. Hey, you could maybe get a. I give you one bonk, bro. Do you think that dip will recover or continue a small dump? Right now, we're just looking for consolidation, my friend. We're looking for consolidation. It's all we want after an all-time high run. We got the all-time high. That's what we were targeting, a new all-time high. And now we're looking for consolidation. So, guys, this is why I say keep an eye on Ethereum. Because we talked about this before. We had our all-time high push here, right? Now, before the halving, I just want to see some nice support, some nice consolidation. Don't really care where it goes. Right now, just hold up, continue to, you know, trade along this 60K level. That'd be very, very nice. I hope we can get that to hold up, because guess what? We have Ethereum to, you know, pretty much trade, because guess what? Ethereum is the one right now that is still lagging, right? Not even close to its all-time high. So if Bitcoin, after this volatile day, can find some consolidation, we'll probably end up getting some really fun moves on Ethereum. Right now on Ethereum, we are still targeting right under 44K. We have some open close highs here lining up at about 3961. So we'll see where it goes from there. See where it goes from there. All right, guys. I do want to stay with you, but I'm glad this actually settled a bit. Do you do scalping too? No, I'm not a scalper. If you come, okay, guys, tonight, roughly 9:30 to 10 Eastern, I will be live on TikTok. We'll go over more about Bitcoin. 9:30 to 10 Eastern, go to the LuxAlgo TikTok, okay? We'll be going over a lot more. Bitcoin, do not sell. Is Bitcoin continue its bull run? Do not sell, okay? We don't sell Bitcoin. It's kind of silly. I don't scalp, chill. I'll tell you. Okay, this guy keeps spamming. But I don't scalp, and I'll explain that later on. The TikTok live, I go into more detail on you know, ways to understand who you are as a trader, okay? What's Bitcoin's next move? We're looking right now for consolidation above 60K. That's all we're looking for. Victor said, will dump go lower? Right now, we're looking okay. We stabilized in previous consolidation. It's all right. Rev, yeah, review Amazon, or Rev EW Amazon. Well, now we know what to do with these guys. I'm gonna put them in timeout. We'll put them in timeout, guys. Don't worry. That being said, guys, TikTok live tonight, 8:30. No, sorry, 9:30, 10 Eastern, roughly. Between that time, I'm not gonna put a set time. But please be there. We'll talk about, you know, ways to become better traders, ways to discover what kind of trader you are. Yeah, he's an error. Big error there. You think this is a historical crash before the halving? No, this is pretty common. Pretty common happening here. But yeah, we do, though. Everybody that's in the stream, make sure that sub button. We go live every day at 1 Eastern. But I do have to roll here. I'll be back on the TikTok live for those of you that have joined us before on the TikTok live. Well, historical pre-halving crash occur, dude. We have a historical bull run before halving. Last halving we had a 76% increase. The halving before we had a 110% increase. Right now we're sitting at 122% increase before the halving. So I will say I wouldn't consider 122% increase a sell, a bad thing. You're safe at 56K. I think you're okay right now, my friend. I wouldn't worry about it. We're looking for 60K hold. All right, for real though, I'm going to the end screen. Going to the end screen. All right, guys. Tonight, TikTok live, roughly 9:30 Eastern. Possibly 10 Eastern. Be there if you can. If it's too late, guess what? Tomorrow we'll be back live on YouTube at 1 Eastern. I would love to see you all here yet again. But we've been going for about 2.5 hours now. Bitcoin's finally kind of settled off on that massive sell-off. I'm sorry we didn't get to the rest of the Pepe board. Les, for those of you that have been here, Les did win on the Bitcoin predictions. And so anybody that put less will add 100 points to your profile. I don't think very many probably did because we were cranking earlier. But I will, if you did put less, I'll add that to your profile. We do a $300 giveaway every single Friday, guys. Make sure you tune in to the $300 giveaway on Friday. But all my day ones, appreciate you being here. The HODL gang, appreciate you being here. If you want to become a HODL gang, it's literally $1. You get 2 extra entries in the Friday giveaways. But again, tonight, live, roughly 9:30, 10 Eastern on TikTok. And we'll go over everything that happened with Bitcoin today. And maybe we'll see. Should I buy now or wait for a dip to get bigger? I'm not going to say, to be honest, because it's just... That's a silly question. You should, in my opinion, you should always be buying Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin every week. So if you're leveraging yourself, you wait for a setup. If you're in leverage on Bitcoin, you wait for a setup. You don't just buy because it dipped, okay? Wait for that setup. But we appreciate all the new people that joined up. Marland with the HODL gang. Love it. But guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Guys, we have a free Discord as well for the LuxAlgo. Just link is in the description or discord.gg/lux. We're talking about trades in there every day. Also follow our Twitter at LuxAlgo. We post news updates and free analysis on there as well. But we hope you guys all join us tonight, and I will see you then. Bro, did my name to into the gang? Yeah, David, you're in the gang, bro. You're in the HODL gang, broski. But I hope to see you guys back here at 1 Eastern tomorrow. I love you all. Have a good evening, and guys, hold strong. Come on, this is pretty normal. Okay, pretty normal moves. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow and tonight if you join us. All right, peace.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?